Wow. I think we can all agree that the Ubisoft press conference was actually more boring than the Bethesda one. And I know I still haven't done the Bethesda conference, but I haven't really been good at sticking to a schedule with my videos. So anyways, the Ubisoft conference. It starts off with a little musical showcase of a small orchestra playing music from Assassin's Creed, which was cool. I like music, but the Assassin's Creed music has never really been something that's really ever stood out from the series. Like when you think of great video game orchestral music, I have never met a single person who goes, "Yeah, man, the Assassin's Creed soundtracks, among the best." No, they're just kind of there. So that was kind of pointless. Like I did not need to see that, so it was kind of time wasted. However, after that, immediately the first game they show off, Ubisoft actually started off really strong with the first game, Watch Dogs Legion. The first Watch Dogs, we know, had a lot of controversy, but I played it and actually liked it, mainly because it had one of the most hilarious end games ever. One of my buddies was over, so Wyatt, if you're watching this, you probably remember being at my house and I was playing through that last hour of the game. We were laughing our asses off because it was just so ridiculous. I haven't played Watch Dogs 2 yet, but Watch Dogs Legion looks rather interesting. Not only do they have two separate in-game engine trailers, but they actually showed a decent amount of gameplay, which, yes, more gameplay trailers at E3. These CGI trailers, they don't tell us anything about the game. They don't get us excited. We want gameplay. And the gameplay in this looks pretty cool. I do have some questions how they're going to be able to make, if they claim if every single NPC you can actually recruit to be part of your resistance thing in the game, literally anyone, that's a tall tale, and I do not have faith that Ubisoft will actually be able to pull this off, because if every single NPC in the game can be recruited, that is just so many different voice actors that they'll have to do. And they say that each one will be fully voiced and each one will have a unique intro mission. That's just so much stuff that they're going to have to do. And I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. Now, they do also have permadeath, like your agents can actually die and then they're dead. They're gone in the game, which I like, because if you get attached to a certain agent or a group of agents, and if you're reckless in the game and they die, then I think that can really kind of help get players more attached to the game. Overall, I think that Watch Dogs Legion looks pretty cool. I'm definitely going to buy it when it comes out. I kind of want to play Watch Dogs 2 first, but it's probably not necessary to really understand this game. After that, we had an update announcement for Brawlhalla, which I have not played. So I don't really know anything about it, but it's an Adventure Time update with Princess Bubblegum, Jake the Dog, and Finn the Human put into Brawlhalla. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I used to watch Adventure Time back when I actually watched TV, but I never got super into it, and I know that the series ended, so it's a bit weird that they're doing the update now that the show is over instead of when the show is still going. But alright, so we got Adventure Time coming to Brawlhalla. That's fine. Next, we got Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which, am I the only one who kind of sees all of the Tom Clancy games, not just the Ghost Recon series, but all of the Tom Clancy games as just being super generic? They don't look interesting. And Breakpoint looks even more generic than, say, The Division, and The Division was generic as fuck. It is cool that they got, I can't remember the actor's name, but they got the Punisher in here, and I mean, they brought a pupper. Look at the cute little doggo on stage, and they announced something called Delta Company, which is a fan community based around the game. But that doesn't tell us anything about the actual game. How does the gameplay work? Is it a tactical shooter? Is it a third-person shooter? Is it a first-person shooter? Is it a turn-based shooter with RPG elements. They tell us literally nothing about the actual game, so I don't care. We also got a mobile game, Tom Clancy's Elite Squad, which looks like total trash, microtransaction infested garbage. So I'll pass on that. And then we had the most cringy thing I've seen this entire E3, Just Dance 2020. I consider Just Dance in like the god tier level of shovelware. This is like one of these series that casual gamers just eat up, and I do not understand why. Did I read that right? Like, did we all read that right? Is this game coming to the Wii? Like, the Wii? The console from 2006 that, like, is dead from 2 console generations ago? Well, okay, I guess technically 2, because the 8th gen is basically over. But, like, to the Wii? Okay. But yeah, Just Dance 2020, super annoying franchise that needs to die. Casual gamers will eat it up, and people who enjoy dancing to annoyingly super compressed pop tunes will probably enjoy it, but I wish this series would go away. There's a new For Honor event that they announced. For Honor, I actually enjoy the game. I play it from time to time. The event called, I think, Shadows of Hitoriki? It's a thing, I guess. I'll probably end up playing For Honor a little bit again to kind of see what it's about, but I haven't played the game in a while, so I'm behind several of the updates. Then we had another Tom Clancy game, Rainbow Six Quarantine. We literally learned jack shit about it. It's another Tom Clancy tactical shooter, I guess. There's this one super confident lady who is, I believe she said she was a creative director of the game, and it's your group of 3 fighting against some kind of quarantine virus thing, which that's super original, you know, quarantine virus co-op shooter. The Tom Clancy series is so boringly generic. Speaking of generic, we got a announcement for more stuff for The Division 2, which average generic series is averagely generic. Like, who cares? I do not understand the community built around The Division. It's not that good of a shooter. It's not a good loot shooter. The loot is boring. The graphical style is really bland, and it just looks like okay, but there's nothing that stands out about it. Boring game is boring. Then they had Roller Champions, which, I mean, granted, it looks like it would definitely be fun if you had a team of people doing like some rollerblades, ball, sporty thing. I could probably see how like a small competitive community could come across this. And I know I definitely have some friends who will probably enjoy this game. But it's not really something I'm all too excited about, so I'll end up passing on it. And the last game they actually showed was a tiny little trailer for something called Gods and Monsters, which was a cartoony style. All we got was the trailer and the game name. They didn't tell us anything about it. Nothing. This was the least amount of info I've ever seen in a game announcement. So, and because they told us nothing, I don't give a shit about this game. I'm not going to mention the complete waste, well, I guess I will mention it, but the complete waste of time that was the Mythic Quest TV show. This is not a television expo. This is a video game expo. And even if the TV show is something to do with games, it's not a video game. It's a TV show. So I do not care. There was no reason for that to be announced. It wasted everyone's time, and nobody cared. Not even other Joe from the Angry Joe Show, who is a huge Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan. If you watch like their video where they do a live reaction on the conference, even he said it looks boring and he doesn't care. Like, he's not excited. So I should probably tell you everything you need to know about that pointless announcement. Yeah, overall, the Ubisoft conference, like, they literally had one game that got me excited. That was Watch Dogs Legion. Everything else was either garbage or just generically boring or something that just doesn't look interesting. So, I mean, good job, Ubisoft. You probably earned the award of most boring and pointless E3 conference of 2019. Pretty sure if Sony would have actually shown up this year, they could have put on a better conference, and we know that the reason why they didn't show up is because they even kind of said they didn't really have anything to show. That was a complete waste of everyone's time. Okay, well, thank you everybody for watching this, my third E3 video covering the press conferences of E3 2019. If you liked this video, and if you haven't already, be sure to actually press the like button, because that helps me out with the whole YouTube algorithm thing. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click the big ol' red subscriberino button. Hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload my stuff. And if you haven't, I guess if you have a whopping $1 a month that you are okay to part with and you'd like to help support the channel, why not go ahead and become a patron on my Patreon? Because everyone has a Patreon these days. It's what all the cool kids are doing. And anything that you donate to the channel monthly literally just goes to help support the channel. Like, I plan on buying a green screen for future reviews eventually. I need to actually get my own microphone because I've been borrowing my brother's snowball mic to record these voiceovers and all that cool stuff. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.